Hello, I'm Joe. Welcome to our own vegetables, fruit and herbs. Welcome back to Joe's Allotment channel, and as always thanks to the guy behind the camera. I'm going to give you a quick plot tour today, plots tour actually, because this is plot 59, we've got plot 52 as well up the road there. Show you how things are developing. If you've been following our channel, we've been doing a weekly vlog, so you can see the results of what we've been sowing now really over the weeks. There's also a lot of weeding to do, as you'll notice. That's going to be a big priority for next week. We need to get on and weed a lot of the beds again, so that's the job to be done for next week. But we start off with plot 59. As you can see, the apple tree is doing really well, got lots of apples on it. We're starting to get the dew and drop now. There's a few falling off, but I think a lot more will be falling off in the next week or so. I've got a small bed of main crop potatoes here. They're looking quite healthy. We've got some parsnips here, which we planted in toilet rolls, and they germinate quite well. So I've just put them into this sort of dark area under the plum tree. So got a few plums on this one, but the other plum tree is doing a lot better. So hopefully they'll do okay here, these parsnips. We've got another crop of parsnips over there as well. This is the cucumber bed here. A little cucumber coming through there. And there's lots of flowers on the cucumber, so hopefully we'll get a bit of a crop in the coming weeks. We've got some seeds down that end, but I can't remember without consulting my book really what they are now. I forgot to label them, I think. But looks like something's germinated in the third bed over there. So not looking too bad. Next one's our sort of tomato bed. This is all tomatoes in this bed. These need tying up again, but we're getting some tomatoes on them now, so looking quite good. Lots of flowers, which is quite promising. Need watering and weeding really. There's another job to do. The fig tree. Getting some figs on the fig tree now. They're just forming. And this plum tree is actually doing really, really well. We've got loads and loads of plums on this plum tree over here. Sort of big lumps of, they're dripping on the other side. Really well. We've got winter cabbages in this bed and cow at this end. They look like they've established themselves quite well. We only put them in a few weeks ago and they're getting quite large now. We've got them covered to stop the pigeons attacking them. Got more tomatoes in this bed here as well, and peppers and aubergines. As you can see, this one definitely needs weeding. Not looking very good. This one, the spinach has gone to seed. So I might pull up most of them and just might leave one to go to seed actually. And this is the other parsnips we planted. Oh, they're looking really healthy now. Nice and big, lots of growth on them. Small bed of peas there. They're starting to develop now, looking good. And we've got some onions down that end, covered in weeds. Not looking that good. So moving across to the other side, we've got a sweet corn here. We've got some more sweet corn to plant as well, but I'm waiting for an empty bed to put them in. So these ones are doing okay. We've got some endive in here, some beetroots, and some parsley and coriander in here. That bed is completely full of red cabbages. They're looking okay. I think the ones under the cover started before the ones at this end. These ones are a bit later. And they're looking okay. Not looking too bad. This is the shallots and onion bed. We've got a couple of rows of beetroot there as well, and some winter radish. There's some radishes there. I can see I need to sort of pull up and eat as well. So they look quite good. That's the garlic, so we're going to be pulling that up this week. This is the You normally plant the garlic on the shortest day and put it up on the longest day, so I think we'll pull that garlic up this week. This was the bed with the broad beans in. So we've cleared one lot of broad beans, we've got another bed to do yet. There's a few leeks I put in there, and we've sowed some carrots and radishes in the end of this bed here. Sunflowers are coming up nicely as well. Starting to get some flowers on them, looking good. This bed we've got some summer spinach, and that's going to seed as well. So I need to pull those up in the next couple of weeks and re-sow some more. And we've got some more onions down that end, and the rocket's gone to seed as well. And behind that we've got some more beetroot, which is the ones we're using at the moment. They're doing really well. These are the cauliflowers. They did get attacked earlier in the season. We need to sort of take the cover off and weed them again. But I've been using the rhubarb insecticide on them, and that seems to have done the trick, and they've recovered quite well. We've got a small bed of carrots here, and this is the rest of the broad beans we've got to harvest in the next few days. We've harvested one bed, and we're going to harvest this bed as well next few days. So we'll have two clear beds then, which we can then re-sow. We've got quite a lot of stuff to put in that's ready to go already. We've got some stuff down that end, and some stuff at home as well that's ready to go as well. We took all the artichokes off yesterday, but we've got a few little ones coming through again, and the rhubarb started to flatten itself now. It's sort of going now really, but we've got another rhubarb bed at the other end which seems to be not too bad, so we can still use those for a little bit longer. We're starting to get some raspberries come through now, which are looking quite healthy and nice. They're looking good. The greenhouse, we need to tidy up the greenhouse, sort of tidy up the plants in there really, but they're looking quite healthy in here. Got lots of flowers on them, and we've got a few tomatoes coming through there as well, so not too bad. We've got some aubergines and peppers in here as well, so that's not looking too bad. Just needs a bit of tidying up in there in the coming week. Close that back up again. This is our sort of flower area. Nigella's looking really nice. Got lots of nigellas coming through. And we've got some pears on the pear tree. So this will be the first crop we've had off the pear tree. It's been here a couple of years now, I think. It's not looking too bad. Nice little pears. We've got some nice flowers coming through, wildflower mixture there. And we've got a nice little bunch of fennel over there, which is doing okay. So yeah, comfrey. I've just filled up the comfrey bucket. That's actually full to the top with comfrey leaves. I've just filled it up with water. We'll let that rot down for a few days and we can start using it. Well, probably a 10 day, 15 days, I can start using it on the tomatoes and things. So now we've got a couple of empty beds because of the broad beans coming out. We can put some sweet corn in. We've got some leeks to plant, but I might sow some down the other end as well. And we've got another batch of cow and spinach and chard, I think, in there as well. So they can go into somewhere in the next few sort of 10 days or so. So we'll go down to plot 52 now. Okay, so we're now on plot 52. Jerusalem artichokes, yeah, not blue artichokes. The Jerusalem artichokes are looking good. These are our potato beds here. We're going to start digging out the rocket in the next few weeks. Probably next week actually, start digging some out, some new potatoes. So we've got 2 rockets, 2 Nicola salads, and the rest of them are Maris pipers. So they're the main crop. We'll be nerfing those up quite regularly. Yeah, the runner beans, the climbing beans, we've just re-sown a lot of runner climbing beans. I think the slugs had quite a few of them, I think, that came up. They're the ones we grew in toilet rolls. They're doing really well. They're climbing away, reaching the top of their sticks already. But yeah, I mean the other ones didn't do very well. We've re-sown. I've put like 2 or 3 seeds at each station. Hopefully we'll get some more, and I've sown some at home as well. So that hopefully we'll get some more. We've got the odd sunflower coming up on its own. I think we just dropped their seeds last year and we've got some coming, so I don't like pulling them up, I'll leave them there. This rhubarb's looking really healthy. I think I planted this one from seed actually years ago, and it's looking quite nice red variety, and it's still quite firm, so we'll have some of those next week, or if not I'll freeze some of them. This is the area for the squashes. I'm starting to get a few courgettes coming through now, quite nice, starting to grow. Another week or so might be able to start cropping some of those. We've got sort of pumpkins, and we've got a variety called Kakuro pumpkin as well. Some of these plants are those which grow edible pumpkin seeds, so we're looking forward to that. That's a new one on us. So yeah, this area needs a bit of tender love and care as well, a bit of weeding, but at least the squashes are doing okay. Same with the French beans as we had with the climbing beans. I think a lot of them must have been munched by the slugs and snails. That's our spring sown broad beans. You can see they've got quite a lot of black fly on them. We've washed them off and sprayed them a few times, but this is why we like planting them in the autumn, because you don't seem to get as many black flies on the autumn sown ones. But we still get a crop off of that. Yeah, the French beans, we've got sort of more French beans down this end. They're flowering now, so they're looking quite good. We should start getting some beans off of those in the next few weeks. And I've re-sown quite a lot along here as well, and I'm going to try and use this area. I've got the whole area here as well, because I'm going to put leeks, maybe cow, and more French beans in here. Don't like to have any area wasted really. Strawberries, we've been picking strawberries. I think we've had 12 to 15 punnets so far, but not as good as the previous year. So we are now thinking of growing a lot of runners this year, potting them on, and maybe moving the bed to somewhere else. It's been here a few years now, and maybe the soil's you know, been depleted, or it's got some pests in it or whatever, so we're thinking about moving the strawberry bed to another place. Gooseberries are starting to come through. They're looking good. We've got them covered. You can see there. Got some nice gooseberries there. Look at that, lovely. That's now. So we've got some nice gooseberries there. So that stops the birds munching away at them. And this apple tree's looking quite good as well. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 gooseberries. I think one of these is the red variety. And they're yeah, coming through okay. Another apple tree there. And the morello cherries just starting to turn red now. So hopefully we can make some jam with those. We'll make some strawberry jam and some morello jam, I think. So they'll be good. This rhubarb's not too bad down this end either, so it's still quite firm and healthy. So we'll try and crop those the next few days. This area is a total mess now. We need to have a good sort out here. What we've done, we planted some mint here a few years ago, which we thought was a good idea, so we could have a cup of mint tea when we're down here. It's actually taken over now, and it's gone crazy, and the comfrey is also covering the loganberry bushes as well, so we're getting a few loganberries come through now. So we need to sort this area out, tidy it up a bit. Got some nice sweet peas coming through. So yeah, this area needs a good sort out in the next week or so. So we've done a tour of the 2 allotments. We'll just give you a quick skim of the garden really. We've got a musical accompaniment going on because there's a birthday party going on a couple of doors away. Yeah, everything's looking well in here. We've got lots of tomatoes coming through in the greenhouse. And the peppers are doing well. We've got some peppers forming there, so it's looking good in here. And there's some spare basil plants which I put in here, and they're doing really, really well. Yeah, got quite a few lettuces still here and some peas. And the apple tree's doing quite well. Get some nice apples on it now. quite pleased with the chickpeas, they're looking quite good. And we've got some calabres at the back there, some basil, some various bits and pieces in here really. Some more lettuces here. And the other apple tree's doing quite well as well. This one normally crops a bit later, so it's looking quite good. So we're starting to get some grapes on the vines now, just coming through. There's some nice leaves on there which we'll pick in the next few days. And this is the area where we keep all our seedlings to transport down the allotment later when we've got gaps to fill. We've got lots of cow, chard, spinach, lettuces, purslane, got some beans in here coming through, beetroot, all sorts of stuff here, so looking quite good. So we've got lots of plants to replace the ones we've got. We've still got some carrots in pots here that we planted very early. I haven't actually dug any out yet, but I don't think they'll be ready yet. Yeah, the sweet peas looking nice. And we've actually got some nice little black currants on this bush here, which is looking good. So yeah, so that's a quick tour of our plots 52 and 59 and a bit of our garden which we use for growing crops as well. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Yep. Leave us a thumbs up or a comment or suggestions if you like to. And if you'd like to follow our journey through the allotment year, we do a weekly vlog every week of our jobs for that week, what we sow, what we plant, how we look after the crops, how we harvest it and how we store it. So if you'd like to follow our journey, please subscribe using the button below. Take care, happy gardening.